Easy, easy. You're doing good.
Looks good, doesn't it? I can't really see. There's like a hole in the middle of it now.
Can you walk your brakes?
Oh.
You're right.
He's straight stuff. Don't sit on that fast. You didn't even let me to talk to you. Sorry.
We're going to learn how to use the cane before.
You want me to pick it up?
Okay, so we're going to learn how to use this. So when we stand up,
Let's eat, yeah, let's eat. It's time for dinner.
stretch ahead, and then take your right side hand on the wheelchair.
Put it in your bread.
Push up with both legs.
I'm gonna go grab some liquid for you, okay?
Feel
I'll be
okay?
right back.
Steady? All right, now you can get the cane. Start from you. So it's going to go cane.
Smells funny.
Turn that knee. Left leg. All right, cane.
Could you at least post it like
Laura.
Okay, Jordan. Laura. You.
Not that bad.
Cane over
There
here.
you go.
I didn't know you wanted me to help.
Especially really lift that leg and while you're tired.
Well, I know. But like, some of you are not.
Did I get it right? Okay.
Like, there are some that actually like that. They get sensitive.
Smells good.
I'm
Smells like
destructive.
home cooking.
For your bag.
Did you make this?
Is it?
Good job.
Yes.
You did.
Put it in the market.
With the bad hand.
I'm getting.
Do you want to go talk to your friend?
Would you have them use both hands like when they?
Yep, you're running over.
Oh, that's cute.
I took that to my grandma.
I want to be in the picture.
You don't have to drink the whole thing.
I'm
Oh,
so
yeah, we gotta
mean.
get our other patient in there.
It's good.
It must be.
It's gotta be culture.
It's gotta be a cultural thing.
This is incredibly hard.
I know.
It really is. Okay, that's I think that's the best I can do. A little thicker.
How much water am I supposed to put in there? Now I want you to take your fork in this hand and use your knife, and I want you to try to cut up your bread in little pieces for you to take bites.
Okay. Okay.
You're spreading your butter pretty good, Sierra. Thank you. She's a professional. I know.
He likes more tearing than cutting.
Yeah,
I'm ready to start cutting? Yeah. Alright, I want you to hold this. There you go. And
There, I got
cut
it.
with your there you go.
That was a nice cut.
That was a good cut. Good job.
It's thick, it's juice. It's not,
Okay.
it's not juice.
I'll eat this.
You want to take a bite?
Go.
He doesn't like that idea.
I know.
Really
What about
good
patience
on a
with
good
parents?
day.
There you go.
There, I got one.
Good job.
Now I want you to try and button that up.
The other
Start
one.
here.
Oh, easy now.
No, they should be aligned.
I know, I like to show a little.
Okay. So what we're gonna do now? We are going to. You said you had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, I gotta pee like a mother.
We're gonna transfer to. We're gonna transfer to the wheelchair. I want you to get that leg back underneath you. Bring this one back too. So you're gonna put your good arm on the table. Let's actually scoot a little bit that way first. Scoot your bottom. I'm gonna get your legs back. Okay. So on the count of 3, you're gonna lean forward, push up with your good. Push up with both legs and your left arm. Okay. Lean forward. 1, 2, 3.
What do you want to do? I got a pee.
Okay, now we're going to pivot this way so you can feel the chair on the back of your legs. And now reach back and sit slowly. Good.
I can hold him up.
Alright, can you get the brakes? Now let's don't forget to use your right arm when you're reaching for things like that. Oh, this is. Hold on. Let me mess this one up.
You turn your head so you can make sure you don't run into anything. How's that feeling? Okay. Alright.
You
let's
do
go
well.
Out to the hall. We're gonna go to the bathroom. That was pretty easy to get up that way it was. You always take the easy way out.
You can have it.
Totally tighten your gate up.
I don't have a therapist.
Even you, it's making me nervous.
My mouth.
Doing good.
This is hard.
I know. Doing good. We're gonna go over
Honey,
the
you know
curve
what?
and learn how to
Keep
go
up
up
the
and
good
down
work, because lunch
steps.
is worth it.
Thanks for the motivation. We're gonna learn how to go up the steps so you can get into your house and film.
I don't have any steps.
Yes, you do. You have one.
Yes, you do. Shut up.
Your family told me so.
You're drinking it.
Don't forget to bend that knee. There you go. Now let's get the cane as close to the curb as you can. So you're gonna go always up with the bad, okay? So you're gonna go up with your right leg.
What?
Up with the good, I mean. Just kidding. Step up to it, and then bring your cane up. She's still flipper stuck.
That happened yesterday.
Let's try again. All right. There you go. Bring your cane up. Get set. Turn around. So always up with the good, down with the bad.
Especially for you.
Now let's get as close to the curve as you can without really knowing it.
It is good. All you need
So down with the bad. So the crutch is going to go down with the bad. Try to control the
You failed.
Why?
It's too heavy.
Oh. Yeah.
That loud.
Duh.
That loud noise.
All right.
Or when you get to leave.
When am I leaving, by the way?
I don't know yet. I'll have to talk to your doctor. You're working real hard, and that's good.
They said I was up to therapy.
Okay. So now we're gonna scooch to the edge like we did before. And now you push up on your hands. You're gonna stand up nice and tall and grab the walker when you or the cane. I keep saying walker. Okay, ready?
Hold on.
Is that good? That's okay. Let's go ahead and sit back down. I'll put it down one more.
This is a good review of
Yeah.
the.
When you walk, I'm gonna have you push your cane forward with your injured leg. Then you're gonna step through with your good foot. Let's turn around and go over here by the curb. Yep, try to pick your leg up and make your knee flex. Good job. Stop right here.
Hold a little
Wanna
bit.
go get your cane for you? Okay. I got you. I won't let you fall. Okay, when we get up here, you're gonna stop. There you go. Then you're gonna go up with your good foot, and then push up and follow through with your cane and your other leg, okay? Okay, whenever you're ready. There you go, push up. Good job. Alright, I want you to scoot forward a little bit in your chair. We're gonna push up on the counter. Okay, okay, now when you go down, I want you to go down with your bad leg and your cane. Then you're gonna slowly bring your good leg down. Okay, I want you to do it. So that both of them at the same time.
You just failed your competency.
Oh yeah, I wasn't underneath.
Yep.
Oh. I was like,
Remember,
I was like, what?
remember how I fell and you couldn't hold me up? Remember how critical that is? Good review.
It is good.
Help you understand someone with diagnosis of CBA better in terms of their impairments and functional limitations.
Yes.
Yes.
Especially with the glasses.
Especially with the glasses.
Yes. And like the foot, does it really like? Do they feel that heavy, or that's just
Yeah, they
This
can
feels like a
feel
dead
that
weight.
heavy because of the weakness.
Yeah.
It will feel that heavy to them. Was there any other thing you think we could have done to set it up differently with the TheraBand or the flipper and the weight?
TheraBand was a good idea.
TheraBand worked pretty well for the flexor tone.
Probably something different for the dysarthria.
Yeah, the bubble gum didn't really work, did it? I don't know what else.
You should,
At
I know what you
first-
should get. You should get one of those peach rings. You know, like the candy, the peach rings.
Yeah.
And when
Put
you're
it on your
little, you
tongue.
put your tongue through it.
Oh, well,
Oh, that would be a pretty good idea.
Good idea. I could. I've never wanted to do that.
at first I was thinking of having you guys put water in your mouth and trying to talk, but then I was worried that
I
somebody
think
would
I would spew the
I know,
water.
I'd
Yeah.
I had enough trouble
Swallow
with
it or-
those.
Did you learn, did you sort of teach yourself techniques that may help as patients? Wait, did you learn techniques that may help as patient, that doesn't make sense, does it? What am I trying
Such
to
as
ask?
this function benefits.
Such as this this function better. I think I was trying to ask, did you learn some techniques as you were going that you could use on a patient to help them function better? I noticed a lot of you were positioning the wheelchair differently, were thinking about, you know, I thought the gait thing was very interesting because that brought back fitting and sequencing and guarding and that type of thing, but even the way you helped with the lunch, I thought was really good. Tried to incorporate the other side, the weak side.
Transfers, you gotta go to the strong side. There was some going to the weak, and it brings all that back.
Yeah, but we are gonna talk about
Right.
really you should
Right.
do both, but they haven't learned that yet.
Yep.
What are the biggest challenges you identified in working with the CVA patient?
Their sight, they can't see anything.
Well, you constantly have to be hands-on, I think.
Yeah.
It was hard to leave and go get something.
Yeah, we had to keep saying, well, we'd leave a tech with you, because I mean, you can't leave it for a
Exactly.
second.
Exactly. It's very true. And how did it feel for you to be the patient?
It was tough.
It was hard.
You sweat your energy. Yeah, I mean, like wears you out, especially with the heavy leg, and you can't see, so you're like moving all around to see, and I don't know, it's hard.
You do have to put your head in different positions to try to even see things.
Yeah, you can see how you just.
And then like when we were buttoning, I'd like have to find it with this hand and then put it in this hand. Like I couldn't just find the hole with this one because I couldn't have to find the hole, put it in this one, then get the button and I don't know, like even simple things like that.
Allow
Rush in your
extra
hair,
time for
your-
everything.
Yeah. Yeah, it just takes extra time.
Extra time and lots more effort than
Yeah.
usual. And then was there something you encountered while role-playing the patient that was surprising to you?
Well, you said the vault thing, how we all automatically did
Yeah,
that.
I thought that was
easier.
interesting. I didn't expect that, cause we thought you'd just go ahead and go into steppage, but
That's
a
what
lot
I
of
did.
people
I didn't. I think it's easier to vault.
were using the vaulting gate.
It was easier, and I think that's what their patients do. They say, I can do it because I can do this, but it's not correct. That's what you, or you're gonna stay that way, you're not gonna progress, so that's where you have to, no, pick it up.
Yeah.
I think the only thing that was hard with us is we know what we're supposed to be doing, so we can't play dumb.
Yeah.
And then you like lack on the verbal cues and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Let's go pull people off the street and be like, hey, will you be our CVA patient?
But we
And
just-
put them in that get up and see.
Yeah, and we just look so goofy that we laugh at each
I
other.
know. I know. That's what I was thinking when I was laughing at her cutting the bread. I was like, I would never ever laugh like in a real situation, and
Right.
because it's Emily.
Yeah.
And I was like,
And she
because
just
it almost
looks
felt bad
goofy.
for a second, but I'm like, this is Emily and it's goofy. That's why I'm laughing. I mean, it's not. I would never ever laugh, and it's totally different. It's like Hannah said, we kind of know what we're supposed to be doing.
But then also that gives you opportunity to act and not to do it,
Yeah.
to make, if you think
Yeah.
about it. I mean, you just
That's
have to
what I
get
did when
into
I was
that
sitting there and
role play.
I
Yeah.
balanced for a minute.
Yeah, I was impressed that you did get into the role playing. I mean, pretty realistically.
Yeah.
I liked it. I thought it was fun.
You think it's a good thing to
Yeah.
go ahead and keep.
If it was last year that I would.
Helps you understand someone with CVA diagnosis better in terms of their impairments and functional limitations.
Yes.
Yes, for sure. What were the biggest challenges you identified in working with the CVA patient? You mentioned the vision. Well, that was when you were the patient, but what about when you were the therapist? What were
Trying to
the-
help them walk and get them to stay straight up and
The posture.
so she really like wanted to flex forward.
I think just
What
the
I
verbal
noticed.
cues, the right verbal cues for them to understand.
Good, yeah.
It's like, it's easy just to say, oh, reach down there and take off your break, but then they can't, like, I don't know.
Really use the right hand.
Yeah.
And I feel like in the bathroom it could have been harder. I mean, it was easy for us because we're younger.
Because she
but I-
actually
like,
has control of her leg. But
But my like I've seen my grandma try to pull hers up from her below her knees, and it's hard for her to do that, especially with her balance and stuff. So trying trying to picture somebody that doesn't have good balance and.
Yeah, and I was thinking about it the other day, cause even when you guys are bound in some way with, you know, the weight or the flipper or the TheraBand, but you still have a good trunk to support you. And so, even though we were able to do something with your extremities, with a real patient, the trunk is involved. And so that makes it, you know, even more challenging, I think, for sure.
Getting their legs high enough up to go over the curb was a challenge both directions.
Definitely. And how did you feel when you were the patient? Was there something that happened that that surprised you, or?
Not having my right hand was like I just felt very limited. Having strength.
I think it's easier. It can be easier for them sometimes, like the hair, or if they just came to their hand. Like if they brought, and they could still. We don't know what it's like. I mean, we tried to do that with the TheraBand, but depending on how their hand moves, it's like they could just reach to it. But depending on how tight their hand was. But.
Yeah, that could be a technique to try.
Visual is very frustrating.
The visual is so frustrating.
And then just everything is hard. I mean, every single task is hard.
Harder, yeah.
Not that we could have probably done any better, but I would have liked to know what it felt like. The dysarthria, like what it
Yeah,
feels
well,
like.
do you have any other suggestions for how we could do things differently as far as the simulation, or? Yeah,
I think it's all pretty good.
the gum didn't work as well as I had hoped it.
The water, the thickening, is that, they would have thickening in theirs, right? That wasn't to simulate anything?
Well, they would, yeah, in their room, it would say how much thickener they need in their liquids, and you would add it.
Okay, I didn't know if we did that in, like, just so we know what it feels like to be able to drink that, or if it was somehow.
Well, it was both. It was really to get you to experience what it tastes like and what it feels like in your mouth. But, yeah, I mean, a lot of patients will have to have that though too. Well, if you can think of anything on the dysarthria.
Well, and like I said, I don't think anything could ever get to you to the point. Like the vision was pretty on point, but I don't think you could ever get to the point where you would know what it was like.
Yeah, until you actually.
It was kind of hard with the gumball in, but still, I mean, you could still maneuver to get your words out.
Yeah.
Mouth guards maybe, like the big plastic sport ones.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I don't know how much they are. Like everybody had to have their own.
I think you can get pretty cheap ones.
At Walmart.
That's a good idea.
What about things you guys knew then you forgot, like gait patterns? I seen some struggling with gait patterns to start with, you know.
It's hard to get, like, and it's bad with us because we know what to do, but it's even harder with real patients because they're impulsive, they don't care what you have to say.
Right.
But it's hard to get out what you need to tell them before they start doing it.
Yeah.
Like they're throwing themselves down like I have to like hold them back and be like, no, listen to what I say first and then go.
That was what I did. I was like, listen.
And that is very challenging.
And that's real life, they really do that too.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Well, and with it, like I was being mean, and like Rachel did it back. Like there's been patients that really are like that don't want to do anything, and don't want to get out of bed, and are mean to you the whole time.
Well, I had a patient that told me I'd be in a car accident, so he wouldn't have to see me.
Oh, where's that? I had a guy that told me that.
Thank you.
I had a guy that told me that he and the people on the TV were plotting to kill him.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, nailed it. He was a refuse for like a week straight.
Wow.
He had some psychological things going on. Some days at the hospital and inpatient, I felt like I was on a psych ward more than anything.
Yeah. Were you on my floor the whole week?
I know. We never caught each other.
I think it was a really good experience because usually we don't have, like we don't really know what it's like to have all the patients we treat. Nobody can ever act like that, and that was really good.
It's a pretty good, it like gives you an idea, if nothing else, of what it's gonna actually be like when you have someone like that.
Yeah. Okay. So you would recommend that we go ahead and keep
Yeah.
doing
Yeah.
it next year and.
Definitely.
Well, if you think of any other, ways that we could simulate things, just